Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the biggest opportunity in real estate today. My name is Alan Lozano, and I'm here to tell you all about this awesome opportunity that really has changed my life, changed my family's life. And if you really take a hard look at it, I think it can change yours too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And we will tell you guys all about the biggest opportunity in real estate today, which is the original cloud-based brokerage, eXp Realty. Now, all I really want and all I really ask of all you guys watching right now, just have an open mind. Because really, an open mind will open doors that a closed mind might miss. So just have an open mind. See if this opportunity is really going to fit for what you're trying to accomplish in your business for yourself, your family, and your loved ones. Now, thank y'all for tuning in. And for today and today only, no, I'm just kidding. It's not only for today, but we do have an exclusive offer for everybody watching. Here's a question for you. Do you want more money, more time, and more freedom in your life and in your business? But what if I told you it's already sitting right in front of you? The opportunity is wide open. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a Billy Mays. Y'all remember Billy Mays from back in the OxyClean days. This is a Billy Mays exclusive. But here's the best part. You don't have to do anything different in your real estate business. Keep doing everything just like you're doing, but now for a limited time, we're only going to entertain serious inquiries because let me tell you what, folks, this is a great opportunity, but you have to take it seriously, which I know you will. So we're only going to entertain serious inquiries. Agents can get free with this company that we call eXp. So there's the phone number. No, I'm just kidding. That's not a real phone number. Don't dial that number. I'm going to put my number down at the bottom so y'all can call me. But you have an exclusive opportunity to get free with this company that we call eXp, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it. Now, if y'all are music fanatics like I am, everybody listens to the radio, or at least they used to listen to the radio, maybe now listening to Spotify or Sirius or something like that, but everyone's listening to the same radio station. That radio station is WIIFM, and those call letters stand for What's in It for Me. Now, I really want you guys to take a hard look and a hard listen to what we're going to talk about today and think about how is this going to impact you? What is in this opportunity for you, your loved ones, your legacy, and really dial that in because this is the most popular radio station on the planet. Everyone listens to it 24/7. So I really want you guys to listen hard and see what this opportunity can really do for you. So everybody got into real estate for either one or two reasons: time freedom or financial freedom. And we all want to get wherever we want to get in life, but really think about this hard. What vehicle are you in to get you from where you are now to where you want to be? Are you in a vehicle, something like this? Which I'm not going to lie, this is a pretty cool car. But are you in a vehicle like this, trying to get to your goals as fast as you can? Or are you in a little something like this? The fastest growing real estate model on the planet, eXp Realty. Because here's the thing, guys. Whatever we want to accomplish in this life, we have to do it, and we have to do it faster. Because we only have a certain amount of time. So everything that we do, we really got to pump the gas, put the gas, and get there faster. So to give you guys a high 30,000 square foot, 30,000 foot view of what the company's all about, take a look at this awesome clip. Enjoy.
There's a good reason you're here. Success is a team sport. You've heard it. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
This is the first time I've ever seen in my life that if you just follow the proven blueprint of what people like James and Brent have created, you will be a millionaire if you just don't mess it up.
There has never been a real estate model built for teamwork and collaboration like eXp Realty. Winning together means we're not just focused on ourselves, but how all of us win. Now, more than ever, our collective efforts position us in our local markets to train more, love more, and give more. There's nothing like the power and momentum of coming together. And you're here. Motion creates momentum. Let's make the most of this time. Let's not just go fast, let's go far. Building the largest real estate company in the world. And if that's not enough, we're all owners. eXp Realty. One big fire.
Isn't that cool stuff? I love watching that clip. And what I really love the most about that is that's an event put on by eXp agents. Agents just like you and just like me. Not put on by our recruiting department, our corporate department. It's just agents just like you and me because they understand the value of pouring back into agents, providing that value and giving that guidance and that motivation to really take it to the next level. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about who we are, our business model, how we're paid, our compensation, the fact that we're the original cloud-based real estate brokerage. We have an amazing community, and if this is the right fit for you and your business, how to join the team that's really breaking down all the boundaries. So here's a little bit about me. My name is Alan Lozano. I'm happy again that you guys tuned in. Been in real estate since 2016. I am part of the Property Hermanos group with my brother, Daniel Lozano. And before real estate, music was my entire world. I love music, as you can see from the photo. You know, we're there in the recording studio. My brother and I played music together for many, many years. And we made the transition into real estate in 2016. And we've done some cool stuff. We're four-time, working on our fifth-time Icon Agent Award, top 10 Latino Realtor, Platinum Top 50, all that cool stuff. But what we really love is sharing the opportunity with real estate entrepreneurs, helping them launch their business and really get aligned with this company that's changed everything for us. So that's a little bit about me. I think I'm still getting started. I'm almost 10 years in the business, but I'm jazzed up more than ever to help other agents share this opportunity and really grow my business along with, hey, maybe your business if you're watching this today. So I want to show you guys, we were the same, exactly the same as you are right now watching this presentation. We were with other companies, really trying to spread our wings as realtors, trying to learn, and everything changed. The company that we were at previously, we were at an open house, and this fateful open house changed everything for us. So we were working an open house for a builder, and it was a builder barbecue, and they had the barbecue pits, and we were out there cooking, having a good time in the front yard, really trying to get neighbors to come. And we saw this car pull up, and this car had an eXp magnet on it. And right away we said, oh man, I have a feeling I know exactly what this is all about, because we had heard kind of the, kind of the stigma going around eXp. They love to recruit, all this other kind of stuff. And that's cool. But we saw this car come up and we said, you know what? I have a feeling I see that eXp magnet on his car. He's definitely going to come and try to recruit us, maybe tell us about the company. And sure enough, that's exactly what he did. He started giving us the whole spiel. We're featured in Inman. Have you heard of Rev Share? All that good stuff. And, we heard him out and everything was fine. But he said something that really piqued my interest. And he said, I'm getting ready to retire. And I only have a few years left that I want to work, but I can build something here at eXp and I can leave it to my kids. And when he said that, that really piqued my interest. My ears opened up. And like we talked about earlier, my mind kind of opened up. So that kind of changed things for me. So Right after I talked to him, I called this gentleman right here. His name is Tyler Royke. He's one of the top attractors in the company, and Tyler actually told us about EXP back in 2016. Back then, we weren't open to the opportunity. Our minds weren't open. But as soon as I heard that little tidbit about the legacy piece that you can build for your family, I called Tyler right away. I said, you know what, man? I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to learn more. And Tyler said, I'll give you an overview, but you really have to see it. And that's why I'm glad y'all are tuning in, because this is a very visual thing to be able to experience what EXP is all about. So he said, come check it out at a lunch. I went to the lunch, and you know what? I didn't even tell Daniel about it. I didn't tell him I was going to go. I just went on my own. And man, that lunch changed everything for me. I was so excited. I wanted to shout it. I said, that was great. I loved it. I was ready to go wrap my car. I was going to put an EXP wrap all over my car. And I said, man, I'm so excited to tell Daniel. I'm going to call him right now and I'm going to tell him how cool that was. This is what I ran into. Daniel told me, he said, you know what? I think we should actually stay put. I said, what? What are you talking about? He said, we have a good thing going. Why do you want to switch companies? Why do you want to switch brokerages? So, man, I was so sad. I was like, man, I'm going to have to cancel the order for my EXP wrap. I got to take it off my car now. Well, I didn't have it on my car yet, but I said, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to order it. So this is what I felt like. I felt like sad Jordan. I was heartbroken. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I felt like sad Jordan. Because what I didn't want to have happen was Daniel and I to go to separate companies. I was already sold on EXP, but Daniel wasn't. Now, backtracking a little bit, when we started in real estate, we actually started at different companies. So it kind of felt like this. It kind of felt like we were on separate islands. We would go to family functions and we were talking about real estate, and he would tell me how cool his company was, and I'd tell him how cool mine was. And it just kind of felt like we were on two separate islands. So I didn't want to do that again. So I was ready to just forget about it, right? What do they say? Forget about it. I was ready to just let it go, and months went by. And if you know Daniel and myself, you know that we are big Thai food fanatics. So we would go to Thai food lunch as often as we could, sometimes a couple times a week. There was one fateful Thai lunch. I was ready to give up. And I was going to tell Daniel, you know what? Let's just stay where we are. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's learn more. Let's up our production. Let's keep selling. We're doing okay where we're at. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. And Daniel flipped the script on me. He said, actually, I think we should go to EXP. And I just about fell out of my chair. The light bulb went off. I was so excited. This is what I felt like. I was jumping for joy. I said, man, let's do it. What changed your mind? Here was the deciding factor. Little did I know, Daniel was doing research on his own. He was watching videos online. He was doing the due diligence. He was checking it out. He was learning more. But here's the reason why. Back then, that was in, let's see, 2018, 2019 timeframe. Daniel was about to be a dad for the first time. His firstborn son was on the way. And he said, if I stay and keep doing what I'm doing, the pressure won't stop. But if I join EXP, this would be for my future, for my family, and for Dylan, who was is his firstborn son. And Daniel was looking ahead. He said, this would be for Dylan. So right away, we called Tyler again. We said, hey, Daniel's ready to hear it. When's the next lunch? We went to lunch. A couple more things had to fall into place. We made it work. And we ended up joining forces with Tyler at EXP because we knew that joining forces, we were going to be stronger. So, of course, it was the logical next step. And guys, this is why Daniel did it. This photo right here, this is Daniel and his wife, Lauren. And there's little Dylan. Dylan was about maybe 3 months old in that picture. And now to date, Daniel's family's grown. He has a beautiful daughter. Her name is Ariana. Dylan, if y'all are watching this right now, Dylan's getting ready to turn 7 years old. So there's Dylan right there with our for sale sign. And there's Daniel, his wife, Ariana. And there's Josie. We were there at Dylan's kindergarten graduation because Daniel was looking forward to the future building something for himself, his loved ones, and his family. So since we did that, 4-time icons with the company, top 2% in EXP, top 10 Latino realtor, platinum top 50, all that cool stuff, 75 million. Yeah. That's cool. We're doing it. We love selling real estate. But what we love even more is helping people see the opportunity just like we saw it. So that's why we're here and that's what we're going to do. So, what was it that we saw? Check out this clip that the company just put out. This will give you a quick snapshot of what EXP is all about.
We're not just another brokerage. We're #1 in transaction count across the US and the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the world. Why? Because we give agents what they really need: freedom, tech, and support. An all-in tech stack that runs your business, not your wallet. From lead gen to closing, we've got you covered. Training, collaboration, ownership. We don't just empower agents, we partner with them. Your license deserves more. This is the EXP advantage. This is where the pros go to grow.
Cool stuff, right? So when we talk about people making the move, they're not just talking about it, they're coming over with their feet. Even some celebrities. You'll see some celebrities here. Here's Gina from The Real Housewives, partnered with EXP to share her message, grow her brand. Rico Leon from HGTV, Tarek El Moussa, HGTV, Elena Cardone, Ari from The Bachelor. You name it. These guys see the opportunity not only for themselves, but to use their platform and use their clout to spread the word about the company and help their agents just as much as it's helping themselves. It really is collaboration, compensation for collaboration. These people see the opportunity to grow their brand. Now, here's a little bit of our timeline. Started in 2009, but what I really want to fast forward to 2018. Uplisted to the NASDAQ. That's where all the big players are. And then now look, up to 2022, more than 86,000 agents. That number has actually grown. We've acquired Zoocasa, which is an amazing lead gen software, all that cool stuff. Launched our luxury division, and now we have our amazing relocation. Guys, while the whole point of this is just to show while other companies were shuttering, EXP was growing. We've been growing by leaps and bounds every single year. Because the truth is, the way we do business is changing. Check out these companies. It's all because of technology. These companies have come and not only dominated the space, but they make it easier, faster, cheaper. Y'all remember Blockbuster? I used to love Blockbuster. Who didn't? Walking into Blockbuster, you could smell the popcorn and smell the videos and smell everything. I remember the smell very vividly. What happened? Netflix came around. They made it easier, faster, cheaper. Now you can stream on your phone. Stream from the comfort of your living room. Same thing with hotels. Hampton, Hilton, all these hotel. What happened? Airbnb came around. Now you can book an entire house. Get an entire experience for yourself and whoever you're traveling with in the palm of your hand. Same thing with a taxi. Guys, I've never been in a taxi cab. I don't know if y'all have. But if I need a ride, I'm calling an Uber. And I want y'all to remember that. I'm calling an Uber. I'm not calling a Lyft. I want y'all to remember that because I'm going to come back and touch on that. But what happened? Uber made it easier, faster, cheaper in the palm of your hand. Same thing with retail. Toys R Us and JCPenney, all these stores. What happened? Amazon came around. Who has a package at their front door right now from Amazon? I know I do. I get notification on my Ring doorbell all the time. New package arrived. Sometimes I have Amazon amnesia. I don't remember what it is. Amazon made it easier, faster, cheaper. eXp Realty did the same thing with the old-fashioned real estate brokerage model. Made it easier, faster, cheaper for agents to conduct their business, agents to connect with their clients, and help people with the biggest transaction in most of these people. It's the biggest transaction of their life, buying and selling real estate. We went from brick and mortar to click and order. So here's a question for you. Which one would you want? If you had the opportunity, would you rather be a part owner of Blockbuster or Netflix? It's a pretty black and white question. Which one would you want? Guys, it's the same question here. Which one would you want? Would you want to be an owner in the old-fashioned real estate brokerage model or the fastest growing model on the planet, eXp Realty? So we are the original cloud-based brokerage. What does it mean to be the original? You have Increase brand recognition, customer loyalty, and sales at a company, a business that's first to enter the marketplace. That's what it means to be the original, because nothing beats the original. Here's a couple examples. On a nice weekend morning, when you want a crisp bowl of cereal, you want some frosted flakes or maybe some of these frosty cornflakes. I don't know. Those kind of look like, I don't know, that cat on the frosty cornflakes. He looks like he had a rough night last night. I'm not sure. Which one would you want? Some fruity pebbles or maybe some Price Right crispy colors? I don't know. I'll take the fruity pebbles. What do you think about maybe some Cheerios or some Toasty-O's? I don't know, guys. Nothing beats the original. eXp Realty or all those other companies that are trying to be eXp Realty. Remember I told you guys? I'm calling an Uber. I'm not calling a Lyft. First to market, it really does mean something, and it is important. Over 89,000 agents, not only in North America, we're growing worldwide. We're adding countries every single quarter, raising the bar one agent at a time. So here's the thing, guys. We're not only growing by leaps and bounds, we're the number one real estate brokerage in closed transactions in the U.S., according to Real Trends. Now, I want to point out right here, you see that number right there, the 91,300? That's just the eXp Top 250. The eXp Top 250 is outselling entire brokerages, just our top 250. And we're going to keep on beating the competition because eXp is where the pros go to grow, and we're attracting the top talent from all over the world. Number one growth leader, number one transaction sides, you name it, we're crushing records everywhere. Number one, top four, not top three sales volume, you name it, we're getting it. According to Real Trends Power Broker, guys, we're not only attracting the top talent, we're selling real estate at an elite level. Glassdoor, best places to work since 2018, all the way to 2025. We're going to keep on crushing all these records every single year. So when you're talking about building your team, why limit yourself? As I mentioned, we're not only in North America, we're expanding every single quarter. Here's a snapshot of just some of the areas that eXp has grown into over the past few years and will continue to grow. Check this out. Is that exciting stuff or what? I can't wait to see where we're going to be opening up next. We just launched in Korea. Super, super exciting stuff. So let's talk about how we're paid. Everyone wants to know, how are we paid as realtors? But I want to preface it right here. This gentleman right here, a master of finance, he says it best. We can never depend on a single income, and eXp understands that. That's why we provide a 3-lane super highway of income. So ask yourself a question. Would you rather be on a 1-lane street or a 3-lane super highway of income? Let's talk about it. Here's our lane 1, our commissions. Guys, every single realtor on the planet is paid commissions. For most agents, that's where the story stops. That's our lane 1. Those are our wages. eXp takes it 2 steps further. We have our lane 2, our revenue share, which is our passive income that we can work on on top of our commissions. And then we have our lane 3, stock equity ownership in the company. Nothing is more important than equity, owning a piece of the company that we're working so hard for, working so hard with, partnering with. We can own it all together. Because multiple streams of income, it's no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Are the prices of goods going up or down? We all know they're going up. We need these multiple streams of income. It's not a luxury anymore because we need to look at how the big guys are doing it. Let's look at McDonald's. 3 types of income. You have your earned income. You can work your job at McDonald's, go in, clock in, and you get paid for your time. Cool. That's your earned income. Then you have your portfolio income. If you own some McDonald's stock, when the stock goes up, you do well. Cool. That's your portfolio income. Now, if you can find an area that doesn't have a McDonald's franchise and you can amass the capital to be able to do it, you can open a McDonald's franchise and now you have your 3 lanes of income, 3 types of income. Guys, where does that 3 lanes look familiar? It's right here. EXP knows how the big players are doing it and they're opening that up for us as realtors. Very, very powerful stuff. Now, this is one of the top attractors in the company, one of our mentors. We look up to him a lot. He's a guru online. And this is what he talks about, the 4 necessities to build wealth as a realtor. Because we're not talking about getting rich. Of course, everyone wants to get rich. We're talking about building wealth. Wealth is that income that you can't shake. That's what we want. You need 4 things: duplication, residual income, equity, and multiple streams of income. Here's the good news. All 4 of these necessities to build wealth can be achieved at EXP just for being a realtor. Here's a question. If you're at an old-fashioned real estate brokerage, how many of these necessities are available to you? The answer is none of them. So if the objective is to build wealth, you got to be aligned with a company that gives you these wealth building necessities, because you have to think of your income as a table. If you only have one leg on that table and that leg goes out, that table's going down. If you have the multiple legs and one leg goes out, it might wobble a little bit, but it's still going to stand. Think of your income as a table and the multiple legs as your income streams. If one goes down a little bit, hey, that's okay. We're still standing. You don't want that one leg to come out. Now, the media's catching on and they're telling agents how important it is for those multiple streams of income. Check this out.
Agents, hear me on this. It is imperative that you have more revenue streams outside of commission. You have to scale. It is imperative. If you want to build a legacy business that you're going to sell, that you're going to walk away from, create generational wealth, you have to have additional revenue streams. And you need to have revenue streams that partner with growing your business.
That nails it right on the head. It has to align with your real estate business. EXP provides those avenues for you. So let's talk about our business model. We are one brokerage, not a franchise. What do you run into with a typical franchise? Costly overhead, locally confined. You can't grow as much as you want. Limited tech and support. EXP blows the doors off of all that. Equity opportunities. We have our cloud campus where you can access anywhere you have internet. Real-time support. So much live training. You can't go to all of it even if you wanted to. And you can collaborate in your business internationally. Let's talk about our commissions, our lane 1. If y'all need to take a screen cap of this, please feel free. This is one of the main questions we get. Here we go. Every agent at EXP starts at an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. After you cap, you go to 100% for the remainder of the year. Once you hit 100%, all you pay is a $250 cap transaction fee. You're going to want to pay those fees, though, because if you pay enough of them, you are an EXP Icon agent. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, in which you will get your entire cap back in the form of company stock. Let me say that again. You will get your entire cap back in the form of company stock. Super, super powerful. Once you're an Icon, your transaction fee goes down to $75. It keeps getting better. So what does it take to launch your business with EXP? Super easy. One time, $149 fee. One time. After that, you go to $85 a month. That's your cloud brokerage fee. You're going to get your CRM, all your classes, all of your support for $85 a month to run your business with EXP. Super amazing. These next two are per transaction, $25 transaction review. That's your broker review to keep everyone in compliance. Nobody wants those compliance phone calls. So the broker review team is going to keep everyone compliant. And then you have your $60 errors and omission risk management fee. That caps at $750 for the year, which most companies have no cap on that E&O. So it keeps going. If you do one deal or 30 deals or 50 deals or 100 deals at EXP, it caps at $750 for that year. Now, what do you get? What's the $85 a month advantage? This is just some of the value stack here. We have our tech, our world. Everyone gets Canva Pro. We have our affiliate partners, SkySlope, lead gen, training, support, luxury. You can do commercial. We have access to Regis offices. You name it. We probably have it ready for you right out of the gate, straight out of the box with EXP for one low monthly fee. No desk fees, no royalty fees, and no franchise fees. Super powerful. Here's what you get right out of the gate. EXP Enterprise, to manage all your transactions, think of it as your car dashboard. It's going to tell you everything about your business. SkySlope Transaction Management, our community platform, which has just moved over to Slack. It's super exciting. We have our CRM and lead gen. We're going to talk more about that. Now we have our CRM of choice of 3 top CRMs, whichever one you want. So much live training, you can't go to all of it, and we have tons of resources to run your business. You can run your entire real estate business in the palm of your hand because your real estate license deserves more. More freedom, more tech, and more support. And who wants more leads? Leads. We all need leads. Leads are the lifeblood of real estate. Here's how we get them. Check out all of this value. You have your CRM, KV Core. You can use Lofty. You can use Close, whatever you need. EXP University, our reload department, build your legacy, brand and marketing. Guys, top agents from all over the world are using these tools to drive more leads, close more deals. And now we have our CRM of choice. You can choose between Bold Trail, Lofty, or Close to give you guys, just to show you guys the excitement. This is our CEO, Leo Pareja, talking about the amazing CRM of Choice program that EXP just rolled out. Check this out.
I'm over the moon to launch CRM of Choice. It's something we've been working on for a long time. Inside of our tech fee, you now get to choose from a variety of nationally recognized best-in-class CRMs that empower your business to take it to the next level. Where you're an individual agent or a team leader, we're here to support that growth.
Awesome stuff. So here's the other thing. Billy Mays is back. He's back again. CRM of Choice now a $6,000 value, free. Well, it's not free. Part of your $85 a month, part of your tech fee. But if you are not part of EXP, you're going to pay $500, $600, $700 a month to run these top tier CRMs. Every agent at EXP gets to choose one of these right out of the gate, included in your tech fee. So what a value. Now, we need training to get these leads. We just launched a fast cap program that can train you 6 weeks of intense training to get you up to speed, to get you into production fast. Check out this curriculum. Oh my gosh, owning your business, prospecting, database, marketing, winning with buyers, winning with sellers. Amazing. These are some of the activities, over 20,000 activities. Open houses, generating conversations, generating appointments, and contacts equals closings, guys. This will help get you into production. If you're in production, it'll help you increase your production. Provided to all EXP agents. And then we have our reload department, our affinity, bundle select, honors military, making it rain. If y'all can't tell, we're in the business of trying to get you guys as many leads as you can, and we want to train you up. That way you can serve as many buyers and sellers as you can. Now, at other companies, you're building their brand. At EXP, you're building your brand. So all of these tools are put into place. We have our Canva Pro. We have our signed affiliates. We have everything at your fingertips to help you build your name, build your brand. Now, everyone says, well, what about an office? Guys, we're in 2025, getting ready to go into 2026. The future is now. EXP is cloud-based, redefining the future of work, our fully virtual office. I'm going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look into our cloud office. Now you're going to see her waving. It's Josie. Josie's going to be waving to you. So when she waves, make sure to wave back. She's going to give y'all a behind-the-scenes look at our amazing cloud office. Here we go. Thank you, Josie, for that exclusive tour. But no, guys, it really is a powerful thing. Check out this testimonial. One thing that's surprising is how much you really grow to love the world. To be able to get teleported in front of anybody that you need to talk to and get the answers immediately, it's something you really can't find anywhere else. It really does help give you more freedom for your business. Plus, you have 24/7 support for agents at our expert care desk, via phone, via email, or always in our cloud office. So now let's talk about our lane 2, our revenue share. This is exciting. This is what's going to keep you awake at night. This is what's going to make you wonder, how much have you been missing out on? How much has been left on the table? Let's talk about it. The revenue share is a way that EXP rewards its agents for attracting and growing the company. Simply put, an agent can sponsor a new agent, and once that new agent starts producing, the company is going to share that revenue back with the sponsoring agent. Special note here, EXP pays that share, not the agent. It does not come out of the agent's pocket. Let me tell you about it. Now, it's a percentage of the revenue when they close a deal. EXP is going to share 50% back in revenue share with the agents. So if we check out the numbers here, the agent splits at 80%. The 20% that goes to the company is $16,000. So $8,000 is going to go to the company, and $8,000 is going to be shared back to the agents. Now it goes down 7 levels deep. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more what that means. But if you look at your first 3 levels, there are bonuses on your first 3 levels. After that, you need a certain number of agents to unlock tier 4, 5, 6, and 7. However, if you're a capping agent, you automatically unlock up to tier 5. If you're an icon agent, you unlock up to tier 7. Very exciting stuff, and even more incentive to get into production and increase that production. So that way you can unlock these tiers. So let me give you all a real life example. Let's say you attracted John Smith. John closes a home with a sales price of $333,350. John's commission is $10,000. The next month, you will automatically get a direct deposit into your bank account with a minimum, and I want to stress that, it's a minimum of $175. It could be more with bonuses included. You keep getting paid on all his deals until he caps. The next year, the money is going to roll in all over again. Now, the reason I talk about a minimum, we used to talk about the maximum. But what we really want to do is we want to be transparent. We want everybody to be on the same page. So here's a question for you. If it was Christmas morning and I went up to you and I said, you know what? This year, I'm going to give you 5 presents. What would happen if I only gave you 3? Would you be upset? Maybe a little let down, right? Even though I gave you 3, you said, well, you were supposed to give me 5. Now, here's the difference. What if I tell you I'm going to give you 3 and I give you 5? Are you going to be happy? Absolutely. It's the same concept here. So the 175 that we're talking about here in this example, that's a minimum. Now let's look at it here. There's the 10,000. 8,000 goes to the agent, 2,000 to EXP. EXP is going to go 1,000, 1,000. On level 1, there's the percentage, there's that 175 with a minimum payout for agents on your first level of $1,400 for that agent. It gets better on your second, up to $1,600, $1,000, so on and so forth. Now, I want to give you all a real life example to see how this can really change your life, because it really is a game changer in the real estate world. So like I told you, for your first 3 levels, every agent that gets started, even with 0 agents that they've attracted, unlock their first 3. And it just goes down 5 to unlock your 4th, 10 to unlock your 5th, 15 to unlock your 6th, and 30 to unlock your 7th. But let me give you all a real life example, but here's a quick disclaimer. You got to put a little bit of effort into doing this, okay? This is not a guarantee, and you have to make this a separate part of your business. Tell people about the opportunity, invite them to a webinar like we're watching right now, send them the video, invite them to a lunch and learn, show them the opportunity, and you can start growing your revenue share organization, okay? So I want to give you all an example. This handsome guy right here, just imagine that this is you, okay? Imagine that this is you, and everybody at EXP is at the top of their own kingdom, all right? So imagine this is you. Now I want to put you on a 5-year plan. In that 5-year plan, do you think you could attract 1 agent a year for 5 years? Say yes. Yes, you can. And in that 5 years, we're going to help those 5 bring their 5. Sound good? Cool. That's doable. Most agents, they're going to attract more than that. Some are attracting a lot more than that, but we're going to be real conservative. 1 a year for 5 years. We're going to help those do the same thing. So here we go. This is the way your organization is going to start to take shape. Remember, EXP is going to pay a minimum of $1,400 per capping agent in your first level. So here we go. Your revenue share organization is going to start to take place. You're going to attract your 5, and they're going to be meeting people at events and doing deals with them and going to networking functions and all that cool stuff. And their organization is going to start to take shape. Now you have 5 on your first level and 25 on your second level. Pretty exciting. So let's look at the numbers. Level 1, you're going to have 5 times $1,400. That's $7,000 minimum for capping agents on your first level. Pretty good. It gets better. Level 2, you have 25 agents. They're going to pay even more for agents on your second level. And it's like that by design. EXP wants you to help those agents on your second level, on your first level, and your second level. They don't want you to just leave your agents out there to fend for themselves. Pour in, and there's that compensation for collaboration we talked about. So now you're looking at $40,000 for agents on your second tier. Pretty good. But guys, this is what we all know. Everybody brings a friend. So let's just say they brought one person, agents on your second level. They just bring 1. Now you have 25 on your third. Pretty awesome. Times 1,000, that's an extra 25,000. Let's look at it all together. That's $72,000 a year, or $6,000 a month in revenue share. Would that be helpful? Absolutely. Put that into some marketing. Put that into some stuff you want to do with your family. Invest it. Do whatever you want. This is on top of your production and on top of your stock equity, which we're going to talk about. It's doable. Oh, and by the way, it goes down 7 levels. So you better believe if you have agents on your second and third level, you're going to have agents on your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we're going to want to get you some more agents, unlock all those tiers, cap, become an icon. You're going to unlock all 7 levels in no time. Because residual income, we really can't afford to not have it. I run into agents all the time. They just joined EXP and they get their first rev share check. I say, how much did you get? They say, I only got $300. I said, $300? Do you realize that you just got paid the same way as if you had $72,000 throwing off a 5% return? They say, well, I never thought of it like that. I say, yeah, that's powerful. If you're making 300, what's stopping you from making 3,000? That's the opportunity that we all have. That's why we do this, and that's why we really love pouring into this opportunity and helping our agents build this. So here's a choice. And either way, we'll love you no matter what. Here's your choice. You can stay where you currently are and try to save $1.8 million, or we will help you do this. The reason I say 1.8 million is because if you talk to a financial advisor, they'll tell you that you can retire on 4% and not outlive your money. So 4% of $1.8 million is $72,000 a year. So you can try to save 1.8 million, or you can come to EXP and we will help you do this, and we'll have a lot of fun doing it. So guys, I don't know many agents that have $1.8 million. Guys, we're realtors. We spend our revenue check, our commission checks before we get them, right? Sometimes we got to pay the credit card bills. So, we don't know that many agents with 1.8, but we can help you do this and we'll have a lot of fun. But let's talk about some big numbers. We talked about 1.8. What does this look like? We don't know many people that have 1.8. Do y'all know anyone that has 4.5 million? Times 4%, that's $180,000 a year or $15,000 a month. Would $15,000 a month, an extra $15,000, change your life? I think so. So you could either save this much, or let me put you on a 3-year plan. Here we go, 3-year plan. Really think about this. Do you think in 3 years you could bring 10 agents? Absolutely, you absolutely can. That would be 3 agents your first year, 3 agents your second year, and 4 your third year. Doable? I say so. Now, in that 3 years, we're going to help those 10 bring their 10. Doable? In 3 years. We're all in our 20s and 30s, right? We have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years left in our real estate career, so might as well be working towards this, right? Here's your 3-year plan. Here's your 10 agents on your first level. Remember, $1,400 an agent per capping agent. This is the way your story is going to start to unfold. This is the way your organization is going to start to take shape. Now you have 100 agents on your second level. Let's look at those numbers. 1,400 times 10, that's 14,000. Now we're getting into some good numbers here. 100 agents times 1,600, that's 160,000, or a total of $180,000 a year, or $15,000 a month in rev share. Now, I know you're a great agent. I know you're going to bring your 10, but you know what? I don't mean to burst your bubble, but your 10 are not going to bring 10. That's just the way it's going to happen. But you know what? You're still going to get your 100, and here's how. One is going to bring 40. One's going to bring 30. One's going to bring 20. One's going to bring 10. And the other 6, they're not going to bring anybody. But they're going to enjoy everything else that EXP has to offer. They're going to be icon agents. They're going to be mentors. They're going to love the stock equity. They're going to love the culture, love the training. There's so much that the company offers. I want you to remember, this revenue share is optional. It's not required. This is only if you choose to take advantage of it and make it a part of your business. So you're still going to get your 100. So got some good news, because you're going to have some agents that are going to be big attractors, and they're going to want to build this for themselves. So you're going to tell me, well, yes, it'll change your life, but you're going to tell me, Alan, they're not all going to cap. And I'm going to say, I know they're not. Oh, but by the way, it's going to go down 7 levels. But yeah, they're not all going to cap. I get it. But let's just say they're half cappers. These agents don't have to cap for you to be paid revenue share. Let's just say they're half cappers. Would an extra $90,000 a year or $7,500 a month help you out? Absolutely. Absolutely. There are people working full time that are not making money even close to that. And every agent at EXP has this opportunity right in front of them. Very exciting stuff. It can change your life. So here's your option. You can stay where you are and try to save $4.5 million, which I'm telling you, there are very few in the world that can do that. Or you can come with us and we'll help you do this. Now we've made it even better. Now we can co-sponsor. to give additional support for new agents. Let's say an agent is overseas in another state and you know them from another state. You can sponsor them and you can get a co-sponsor in their local market to co-sponsor and help them directly. More support for our agents. Now I want to show you guys the power of EXP. This is Tracy Gagnon. She's one of our mentors in our revenue share organization. This is how it can grow for you. Every agent has this opportunity, just like Tracy. Check it out. In October of 2024, Tracy brought on 118 new agents in 24 states and 2 countries. Powerful. In December 2024, 95 agents in 19 states and 6 countries. In January of this year, 106 agents in 26 states and 7 countries. Guys, how many of these agents does Tracy know? She probably doesn't know any of them. But she loves them all because when they sell real estate, Tracy gets paid revenue share. And here's the good news. Tracy is available to help each and every one of these agents, just like she would be available to help you grow your revenue share organization. Because when she grows, the company grows. When you grow, she grows. It's that compensation for collaboration. This is powerful stuff. We talked about what your revenue share can look like with 100 agents on your second tier. Someone like Tracy is bringing in 100 agents a month. So just imagine, think about the numbers. It can change your life. It can change your family's life. It can change your legacy. So really take it seriously. If you understood residual income, you would walk through a brick wall to get it. It's the holy grail of building wealth. Because life happens. So I don't know about you, but I agree with this 100%. I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of just my own. Because eventually we want to get off the sales hamster wheel. And you know what? Life happens. What if our loved ones need us? What if we can't work? When you have revenue share and that stock equity, which we're going to talk about, you have that in the background working for you. And all we have to do is be great realtors, share the opportunity, and everybody can enjoy this. Let's talk about our stock equity, or as Grant Cardone calls it, and I love it, vitamin E. It's the most important vitamin you can take. You got to take it every morning. Let's talk about our equity. What's better? We're realtors. What's better in your opinion, renting or owning? If we have a qualified buyer in the car, are we going to go say, hey, let's go look at some rentals? Probably not. We want them to purchase a house, start building some equity, start building some wealth. So what's better, renting or owning? Owning. So here's the question. What's better, renting your career or owning your career? If you're an agent at an old-fashioned real estate brokerage, you're paying rent because you don't have any equity in that company. And for most agents out there, it's not even an option. So might as well own your career. 5 ways to earn stock in EXP. Here we go. Number 1, close your first transaction of every anniversary year. The company's going to award you with some free stock. Fantastic. Number 2, when you cap, they're going to say, congrats on capping. Here's some more free stock. Awesome. Number 3, when you attract an agent and they close their first deal, here's some more free stock for them and some free stock for you. Powerful stuff. Number 4, the coolest sales competition in the entire world, the Icon Agent Award. Reach the milestone of an Icon Agent, and you're going to get your $16,000 back in the form of EXPI stock. Check us out on the NASDAQ, EXPI. Get your Icon Award, $16,000. Super amazing. And then number 5, this is completely voluntary. Agent Equity Program. Take 5% of your gross commission and buy the shares. The company will buy the shares for you at an instant 5% on your money. Super, super powerful stuff. And it's more than real estate stock. We have our EXP Realty. We have our Verbella, which houses our cloud campus. And EXP also owns Success and Success Enterprises. Here's all of the companies under the umbrella. Success, Verbella, Zoocasa, and the company's acquiring more companies to broaden our umbrella. But what does that mean to you? That's diversification. The real estate market is what it is, and we can't control it. But when you work for a company that not only does real estate, but also develops incredible software, you get to be part of a company that's stable, that can generate revenue even when outside market factors are at play. Now, to tell you guys what it really means to be an owner, this is EXP's Ricky Carruth. He started Zero to Diamond free real estate coaching. He's going to tell you guys how EXP really solved the problem of agent ownership and made it available to every agent. This is Ricky Carruth. Check this out.
Look at all these agents working their ass off to make these corporations rich. RE/MAX agents work their ass off. They're paying all these fees and splits to RE/MAX. They get nothing. But the corporation's worth $500 million. The first thing that EXP solved is they looked at the industry and they said, what we're going to do is the agents that come in and bust their ass to make our corporation rich, we're going to give them equity in the company. So at RE/MAX Keller Williams, you're paying fees and splits to just go into a deep dark hole. You just have a place to hold your license. At EXP, you're paying the fees and splits just like you do, but you're building equity just like a homeowner. You've committed to helping us build the company long term.
I get you.
The company's worth $2 billion, right? Agents in the company own $1 billion of it. They own exactly half, and the company gave it to them.
Is that powerful stuff or what? I love hearing that testimonial. Now, I want to introduce you all to a very prominent figure. She's a mentor to so many agents. This is Elizabeth Riley. She's been in the real estate business over 19 years, based out of Austin, Texas, a very avid real estate investor. She was with a great company called KW for 10 years. She was a huge recruiter and a trainer for the company, and she capped every year for 10 years. Every year, Gary Keller would give her an award for capping, and it would be a capper hat, a KW hat that said capper right on the top. And Elizabeth had them all put up in her office, 10 caps that said capper. She heard about the EXP Icon Award and she started thinking about it. She said, wait a minute, what is this Icon Award? And a light bulb went off in her mind. She said, you know what? With the production that I'm already doing, I would be an Icon agent. So the light bulb went off. She said, this is something I need to do. She moved to EXP and she did the exact same thing that she always did. She made contacts. She sold real estate at a high level, just like she was doing. But here's the difference. She is the only 10-time Icon agent in the company with stock awards totaling 8 figures. Not 6, not 7, 8 figures. So here's a question for you. Would you rather have some pretty cool ball caps or 8 figures of company equity? It's a really simple question. It's a question I want you to think about. To me, the answer is pretty clear. If you want ball caps, that's cool. But me, myself, I'll take the equity every day. In 2024, the company paid more than $220 million in revenue share and equity back to agents and brokers. That is huge. With any other company, where would that money go? Up the chain to the international company, to the regional owners, to the franchise owners, it would go everywhere else, definitely not back to the agents. EXP flipped that upside down to show y'all some of the excitement that our agents are feeling about this. These are some of EXP's own showing their enthusiasm for this equity given back. Check this out.
200 million.
200 million.
200 million.
200 million.
200 million. Can you believe it?
200.
200. 200. 200 million.
200 million.
200.
200.
200 million.
200 million.
You guys understand that? That is an entire company. That man who's stuck in the back.
Our whole mission really is to be the most agent-centric real estate brokerage on the planet.
And I always love watching that clip because that gentleman in the back, that's Glenn Sanford, that's our founder, and he really did break the mold when he made this opportunity available to us as realtors. And just imagine the feeling that he has. There are so many people that have gone up to him, myself included, just to tell him how much this opportunity really has change the game. So it's a huge deal. So let me ask you guys, let's ask the audience, how much of that 220 million do you want? Here's the cool thing. This number is going to go up. It's going to hit 300, 500, $1 billion. How much of that do you want? Most people say as much as they can get. And you can get it. But why do we need that passive income? Because eventually we want to quit that rat race. We need time for our health. Multiply your income. Spend time with your loved ones. Follow your passion and earn while you're enjoying life. Because we talk about money a lot during this presentation, but it's not about money. It's about time. Time will always be our greatest asset because no matter what, we can never buy more of it. It's not about having fancy stuff. It's about gaining more ownership of our most valuable asset and having it for ourselves, which is our time. Now, like I talked about, the thing that really piqued my interest, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. We're all in our 20s and 30s. We're all young people. At least I'm a young person in my mind forever. And what we do now can be passed on. We can leave a legacy, our succession policy. We can work hard, establish what we're doing, get our revenue share, establish our equity, and leave it to our loved ones. And that's legacy. A huge legacy piece. This item right here piqued my interest, opened my mind, and it's why I'm sitting here in front of you guys today. So really take a look at this and think about how powerful it is. For us, we chose EXP to build freedom, but we stay here because of the life it gives us. We don't need a vacation for what we're doing. This is a vacation for us. Here's a little video clip of myself, Josie, my brother, Lauren, the kids, everybody having a great time doing what we do, enjoying the life that real estate and EXP has made for us. Check this out.
And they come unstuck, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this more?
And you know, when people talk about it, it really is true. EXP really does make real estate fun again. We have a blast traveling, going to conferences, going to Cabo, we go to Vegas, we're going to Miami, going to Paris, hopefully next year, going to Cape Town, South Africa. It really is a life that we don't need a vacation from. We enjoy it. So come tune in. We have our in-person events. We do the same presentation that you're watching, but we do it in person. We're going to be announcing some new dates. So be sure to stay posted. We're going to let you guys know when we're going to be in a city near you. So keep posted for that, for our in-person events. And we're going to end it up right here, guys, with this awesome, awesome statement. I want y'all to really think about this. In 2004, Mark Zuckerberg invited 5 people to his Harvard dorm room to discuss a business opportunity, which we all know as Facebook. Only 2 showed up and they got in. Dusk and Moskovich are worth $20.7 billion with a B. Eduardo Severin worth $17.2 billion with a B. What a lesson for those other 3 and all of us. Nothing is more expensive than a closed mind. And that's why at the very beginning, I only had one request: to just have an open mind. What a lesson. Nothing is more expensive than a closed mind. So become a shareholder today. Get with the person that sent you this recording, that sent you this webinar. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spending some time with me. All of my contact is going to be below. We would love to partner with you here at this company that really has changed our life. Here's all my contact. Take a picture of this, call me, text me, send me an email. All my contact is below. Really appreciate you tuning in, and I can't wait to see you at the in-person events. And I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Let me end my screen share. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm excited to partner with you guys, and let's have some fun. Let's make real estate fun again. We'll see y'all soon. Thanks, guys.